You can make your own jig with a cork board, a few pins, and some buttons. Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own jewelry making jig, and I'm introducing a new kit in my Etsy DIY shop. You will also be able to purchase the templates separately if you have your own materials on hand. So without further ado, let's get wired. Today's featured live wire is Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing your lovely wire work inspired by my tutorials in the Wire Makers Club on Facebook, and also thank you for being one of the moderators of the group. We'll start with the pea stuff. I made this on a live stream on the Wire Lady TV channel. You can cut out the template and place it on the cork board, and we will get our buttons to make the round shapes. So these are 1/2 inch buttons, and I'm going to attach them to the board with some 1/2 inch pins, putting them in 2 of the holes so they won't wiggle around. We'll put another button for the head and attach it with the pins, pushing them right in so the button is firmly against the cork board. You really want to push it against the board. Now we'll get 20 inches of 16 gauge aluminum wire. We're going to bend it in the center part for the beak, stick a pin at the tip of the beak, hold it in place, curve the wire, and then curve it around the head. Just push the button right down, and then we're going to curve it for the back. We're going to hold that wire down and then bring it around the button. And we want to hold it firmly down so we could bring it around twice. Making sure you're pushing it right down so it stays lined up and it can go around 2 times. Now we're going to do the bottom part of the bird. So we're going to curve it around, and then I'm going to get a pill bottle to bring the wire around for the body. You can use any round form. Take it off, hold the wire down in place, adding another button. You could have put the button in place before you started. We're going to push it right down so it holds in place and bring the wire around that button. Holding the wire down firmly so we could bring it around a couple of times. The aluminum wire is nice and soft to work with. It's perfect for these jigs. We're going to clip the wires with the flush cutters at about the end of the button there. Remove the pin and remove the bird from the jig. Take some round nose pliers, hold the end of the wire, and rotate it in to form the spiral. We want to rotate and push it towards the middle of the circle, and do the same on the other side. Hold the end, rotate, just twist it around so it's going towards the center, and keep rotating it till it's in place, and then push the wires down. You can adjust it as you need. From there, I'm getting 4 inches of 18 gauge aluminum wire in the same color, and I'm going to wind it around a few times to secure those wires together. Flip it over. Make sure it's nice and snug. Then clip the wires flush. Now we're going to squeeze the wires together. Pinch them with the nylon jaw pliers. Make sure they're nicely positioned. And then you can add another wire and add some beads. Now we're going to make the treble clef, so I'm going to set up the buttons on the template. This is about a 3/4 inch button, and we're going to do the 3/8 of an inch button at the top. Just sticking your pins in the holes to make sure it's nicely positioned. Push them in. And then we have a 1/2 inch button that we're going to put at the bottom. You really want to push the button against the cork board so it doesn't have any gaps. Here's the setup. And now we're going to take our aluminum wire, 16 gauge. You can use about 12 inches. We're going to bring it up and around, holding it down and bringing it around the larger button on the left and bringing the wire up. Remove it, remove the jig, flip it over, and we want to adjust it so the circle goes in the middle of the treble clef. Bring the end around. You could bring it one full turn around to secure it in place. And we will clip it with the flush cutters. From there, we're going to make a circle at the end. Bring it around using the bail making pliers from Beadalon. Clip the end, flush, and just push in that little pokey end. And there's a super easy treble clef ornament. You can make them smaller for earrings. So I have a smaller template. 8 inches of 20 gauge artistic wire is perfect. Bring the wire around and up, hold it down, bring it down, wiggle it in there, hold the wire down and bring it around. Right around and up. Remove it. And we're going to hold the top and bring the circle over, or you can just push it over by hand. Center the circle. Bring the wire just around to the back, clip it flush, and get your chain nose pliers to push in that little pokey end. So there's our treble clef, super cute, and you can add a 6mm bead. This is the cat's eye bead. Hold the bead and bring the wire around to the front. And then we're going to bring it around to the back. Just bring it right around till it touches the other wire and clip it flush. Push that little pokey end right in there. And if you make 2, we can make some earring hooks. I'm just using the artistic wire, but if your ears are sensitive, you can use hypoallergenic wire. Flip the bail making pliers. I'm making 2 at once. I have other tutorials for earring hooks. Bring it around. Clip them flush. And get the burr cup tool to soften the ends of the earring hooks. Open it up. Put on the treble clef. Close it. And here are the finished earrings. Now we'll make the heart. We're going to place 2 1/2-inch buttons on the cork board. I do have a template for this, but you can also eyeball it. So we want to put them one beside each other on the cork board, leaving space for the wires to come down. Pushing the pins right down so they're securely in place. Just push them right down and then measure down and stick another pin below. That'll be the middle of the heart. Now we'll get some 18 gauge aluminum wire. About 10 to 12 inches is good. We're going to bend it in half and then bring the wire around and up. Bring it around to the middle, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Just bring it around. Then we'll remove it from the jig. Clip the ends so they're in the same position and they're flush. This is how we can get an even spiral. Take the end of the wire with the round nose pliers and bring it around to center it in the circle there. Do the same on the other side. Just take the end and rotate your hand around, bringing that loop into the middle. I have other tutorials for these types of hearts that I can link up in the description below. Adjust it so the spirals are even. The aluminum wire is very soft. This is more for an ornament. We're going to bring it around, and there's the finished heart. Now to make the earrings, I'm going to get some 20 gauge artistic wire. I have 6 inches. We're going to bend it in half, pull it, so it makes a little loop at the bottom. You can straighten the wires out a little bit. This is the fuchsia color. I'm going to stick the pin through that loop and bring the wire around the button. These are the 3/8 of an inch buttons. So bring it all the way around, pushing the wire down and bring it straight up, and do the same on the other side, making sure the buttons are pushed down and the wire is pushed down so it doesn't go in the little gap. And the wires are straight up. Remove it from the jig. Clip the ends to about 1/4 inch beyond the circle, as long as they're the same length so you can get an even spiral. Take the end of the wire with your precision round nose pliers and work it into the middle of that little circle there to make your spiral. Spirals take a little bit of practice, but they're really fun to make. So bring the wire in and center it in the top of the heart. Just keep working them until they're even. Might take a little bit of wiggling. Then you can press them with the nylon jaw pliers so they're flat-ish, and do any other little adjustments that you need so they're even. So we have 2 hearts, and then I'm going to make some jump rings with 20 gauge German style wire. The German style wire is half hard, so it's a little firmer than artistic wire. It's also non-tarnish. So I just made a bunch of rings, and I'm going to cut them flush, making sure you flip your flush cutters between cuts. And from there, I'm going to get a short piece of the German style wire, make a centered loop, and add a bead. So this will go on top of the heart. Clip the end to about 1/2 inch. Hold the end of the wire with your bail making pliers, bend and around. So we have 2 centered loops, and we're going to put them together. So we'll add the bead to the earring hook, close it up. Make sure your 2 loops are parallel before you put it all together. Then we'll add a jump ring, open it up, slide it on, and then get your heart and put the jump ring on one side of the heart. Close it up and get the other jump ring, open it up, put it on the other side of the heart and attach it to the bead. Close that jump ring, and there's your beautiful heart earrings. Now we're going to do a fun cat. Here's the template, and we are going to add it's a little crow bead. We're going to add that with a pin. I've added some of those in the kit. We're going to add the 1/2 inch button at the bottom attaching it with 2 pins, making sure it's centered on the template. Push it right down. And then we're going to just put a pearl pin at the top and then 2 pins. Using 8 inches of 20 gauge artistic wire, placing it below the pearl pin so there's a little more wire on the left side. Bring the wire around so the pin is surrounded, and then we're going to bring the wires up past the ears, hold it firmly, stick the pins at the tips of the ears, and bring the wires down and around, making sure you push them against those pins so it makes a sharper bend. Curve it around the bead and then bring it down around the body. The longer wire is going to surround that button, and then the shorter wire will just come around the bottom. Remove the longer pins and take the cat off the jig. We're going to clip that wire about 1/2 inch beyond the button. Take the end with the precision round nose pliers, curve it around to make a closed loop, and then we want to center that loop. So we're just going to rotate our hand and bring it around towards the middle of the kitty. So that kind of represents the tail of the cat. Once it's centered, you can press it with the nylon jaw pliers. Adjust that top loop if you need to. Now we're going to hold it firmly and then take that other wire to wind it around the body of the cat a couple of times to hold it in place at the bottom. Give it a little pinch and rotate so there's no little pokey ends. And that's attached the 2 wires together, and there's the finished cat. I have other designs that will be in the templates, and if you keep the download link when you purchase the templates, you will have access to any future designs that I make with the cork jigs. In the kit, you will find the cork board with a no-slip backing, the materials to make the heart earrings, the piece dove, the treble clef earrings, the buttons and the pins to make these projects and many more. It also includes some practice wire, some extra wire, and some extra beads. For the kit, I will print out the templates. If you want to get just the templates, they will include color photos, materials lists, and the templates that you can cut out and use with your own cork board. I will link up everything in the description below the video. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry. Be sure to check out my other templates in my Etsy DIY shop. You can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% anytime you purchase 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks in my shop. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.